Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Young lady, he never gave me any damn studs. He presumably gave us to Jennifer. You all are showing desire since Tiffany Haddish is in an untidy circle of drama with Normal and Jennifer Hudson. It's been very nearly a long time since Tiffany and Normal finished things. However, it seems as though Tiffany is as yet clutching that fire in light of the fact that phrased on the roads is that she's actually feeling a sort of way about Normal's relationship with Jennifer. Well, fans are currently persuaded that Tiffany has been tossing conceal at Jennifer, and Loki faults her for her break with Normal. You all know this show is a wreck, and it's given fanciful meaning because we're going to see the mother of all triangles in Hollywood. I'm seeing someone with perhaps the most gorgeous individual I've at any point met throughout everyday life. And she's savvy. She cherishes God. She has something genuine and rational about her. She's gifted, but yet I set my standard high because she needed to have an ego. She needed to win an Oscar for her most memorable film. I said my standard was that she needed to get her own television show. Okay, so Hollywood is essentially a major cleanser opera at the present time. And let me tell you all, the plot includes a truly tangled circle of drama between Tiffany Haddish Normal and Jennifer Hudson. And I realize it certainly sounds peculiar, like an insane hybrid. However, accept me, there's a going thing on here. The show has been heightening in light of the fact that Jennifer Hudson and Normal just affirmed their relationship transparently, and fans are persuaded that Tiffany is still actually feeling a certain way about it. Now you may be asking for what reason Tiffany is so stirred up about this entire circumstance. Well, clasp up Buttercup since it travels way once again into the past to when Tiffany and Normal were a thing. No doubt their romantic tale started off in 2019 while dealing with the film The Kitchen Flashes and assumptions were high. However, at that point, accompanied by a startling turn, Normal acted deceptively and chose to rejoin with his ex, Angela Rye. Tiffany felt like she'd been played as Normal. He had led her on just to drop her like a hot potato the second his ex returned to the image. Tiffany shockingly held onto no hatred towards Normal around then in spite of their past separation, and his thing with Angela hit a stopping point. After a couple of months, in a nutshell, Angela was anxious to have children. However, Normal, who was at that point application parent, wasn't exactly sold on the plan to grow his brood. They couldn't come to a settlement on their objectives, and this in the end prompted their separation again, strangely. However, the second they tapped out Comet made a speedy, direct path back to give Tiffany consideration. What's more, well, she took the discussion in light of the fact that by 2020, they were formally a thing. They attempted to do the entire superstar move of holding their sentiment under RS for some time. You know, the entire neither affirm nor deny methodology to keep the sensationalist newspapers speculating. However, as destiny would have it, secured down through a wrench in their arrangements, and they wound up isolating together, so by then, it was difficult to stay quiet about their relationship any longer. And they in the end needed to tell the truth about their affection. Well, Tiffany spilled the tea during an Instagram live meeting with Gabrielle, Yoon, and Dwayne Wei, and Normal nonchalantly showed up behind the scenes, making it official. Normal had had 2 or 3 bombed connections before Tiffany, yet individuals actually felt that they were so charming together. I mean, he even conceded that he had gone to treatment after his relationship with Angela so he could figure out how to be a superior accomplice, and he even uncovered that he was available to the possibility of marriage with the perfect lady. You have a fairly popular relationship mentor. Goodness, no doubt, yes, Michelle Obama. She has certainly helped talk me through specific snapshots of connections. We had discussions, and she has provided me with a ton of shrewdness. However, something extraordinary that she told me as I was going through this excursion was that you have to comprehend. You won't get anyone that is wonderful on the grounds that you're flawed. Comprehend to such an extent that there are few certain things that you will think twice about in picking that accomplice, yet lengthy as long as the guiding principle, the qualities that are generally essential to you, that individual you realize separates on that rundown. Then you great, she offered you some great guidance there, some great insight there. Well, obviously Tiffany was in with no reservations for this relationship, such that we will most likely never see again before she had her heart set on Normal being the one. Yet it turned out to be extremely obvious to anybody focusing that Tiffany was overwhelmed with passion for familiar much more than he was for her currently. I won't touch that Normal here because he wasn't a jerk or anything about it. I mean, he didn't treat her that terrible yet. It was only one of those circumstances where the excitement levels weren't precisely coordinated and of it Honestly, she enjoyed him much more than he preferred her. For instance, Tiffany was amped up for her 41st birthday and couldn't quit discussing it. In a meeting, she uncovered that she believed Normal should accomplish something uniquely great for her birthday. She said, "I'm simply trusting me. My man, we going hot air expanding, have us a decent feast. That is what I like to do on my 39th birthday celebration. I become inebriated with my grandmother, never done that, and my 40th birthday celebration I had. About MF, that was really fun. This birthday 41, I need to go up in a sightseeing balloon. Yet circumstances certainly didn't exactly pan out that way, on the grounds that not in the least did Normal skirt the fabulous token of a sightseeing balloon ride for Tiffany's birthday. Yet he essentially pulled a vanishing follow-up on the festival alto together. Boomer had it that he threw in certain blossoms. However, we should be genuine blossoms resemble the uncovered minim for a birthday exertion, particularly for your lady on her birthday. While fans began giving them the side-eye contemplating whether something was up yet, Tiffany was head over heels and she stuck next to him, yet the circumstance got more tense when Normal uncovered that he was uncertain about having more children. And that was a huge warning. See, Tiffany had enormous fantasies about Javi, a family, and even had her sights set on cultivating kids, yet remark. Then again, was firm on the no more children position again. Tiffany was somewhere down in affection, so she made do despite the fact that everybody could see that the relationship wasn't actually serving her. While fans couldn't resist the opportunity to see the unequal penances she was making for the relationship. Yet the genuine show began when Tiffany began dropping clues about marriage and recommendations. And that is when Al chose to pull a 180 on her. In a meeting, Tiffany spilled tea about believing Remark should see about getting married, yet she needed only no standard jeweler ring. No, she set the bar higher, guaranteeing that she needed an apartment complex as a proposition rather than a ring. If you have any desire to wed me, he can get me an apartment complex. Goodness, you don't need a ring, you need an apartment building. I give you a duplex, an aplex, or something you young lady resembles where you thought you were in a confined space. Where your carrots are, young lady. Please. I got it. And in the event that you're considering what Normal needed to say about that, well, he fundamentally said that he was hanging around for a great time frame, but not quite a while. I will do what's great for myself and the woman you know right now. All I need is satisfaction. Great times, tranquility on the planet. So shocked they wound up separating and cutting off the entire friendship, as it were 2 or 3 months after that. We could see that it was coming on the grounds that again, everyone realized that they weren't in total agreement about the vast majority of the main things in life at the time. Fans were at long last feeling better that Tiffany was out of Normal's show, cold on the grounds that listen, he had her great. However, things didn't end there, since despite the fact that Normal was the person who started the separation and unloaded her, he attempted to guarantee that their bustling timetables were the justification behind the separation. Tiffany and I got back moving. It truly didn't consider us to invest as much time and set as much focus on our relationship. I don't think the love truly scattered. I simply think it was very much like we weren't taking care of a relationship. And yet Tiffany was not going to allow Remarks to spread this account, so she decided to tell her own side of the story. She said he may be the kind of individual that never truly settles down with someone. Perhaps he resembles, a honeybee going from one bloom to another to blossom. I don't realize I wish him only delight and bliss. Well, insiders uncover that she was really wounded by the separation, since she was purportedly bushwhacked, despite the fact that their relationship had been flimsy. Tiffany had stuck to the expectation that they'd fix things up. However, Normal decided to end things, all things considered. So when the talk feast began to report that Common and Jennifer Hudson were a thing, it resembled opening an injury from a long time ago. Rumors from far and wide suggest that Tiffany became so desirous about the connection relationship, since she was not over Normal before they began dating Normal, and Jennifer had known one another for quite a long time, since they ran in comparative circles in Hollywood. However, they got truly close last year when the two of them dealt with the film breed. An inside source uncovered that they've known one another for a really long time. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.